All right. Hey everyone. So I got what looks like it's part 5 of the weapon craziness that I'm doing with Project Stray PvE arena shooter, looter shooter, Minecraft meet whatever stuff. Anyway, uh so the weapon slot that I balanced in or not balanced or I've added functionality for was the heavy weapons, which was the howitzer, the minigun, and two different variations of rocket launcher. Um, Now I have a category here called the launcher slot. Actually, I might be wrong because I know that there's like, oh, advanced weapons and then there's launchers. So I think the order internally in the engine, or at least with what I'm currently working on, is different. Is actually backwards. Uh, yeah, slot 7 is the grenade launchers and firebomb launcher and things of that nature, while the slot 6 is advanced weapons like laser cannons, lightning gun, railgun, um, stuff like that, plasma rifle. So these are the BFG. What I'm classifying these guns as is kind of like the BFG type. Fuck all, massive damage, highly expensive to use kind of emergency guns that you typically see in arena shooters. I am like the BFGs. I am going to focus on slot 7, which is a little bit out of order because I don't want to get to the advanced stuff yet in terms of just implementation. So, now the rate of fire for the firebomb launcher is going to be an interesting one because it's going to be one of the only guns that has an effective duration. Actually, yeah, it'll have an effective duration, which is fire damage, and it will also have a duration, so the effect actually stays there for a set amount of time, dealing continuous damage to the target that is in the fire. And the longer you're in the fire, the more fire damage you're going to take. So it's kind of fucked up. But I'm gonna start off on the grenade launcher uh, for this, and I actually kind of feel like the grenade launcher, the rate of fire and stuff, pretty close. Oops, clicked the wrong thing. Pretty close to the rocket launcher in terms of functionality. So the rocket launcher TTK 0.5, 1.5. Yeah, rate of fire. That's the auto rocket. Yeah. So grenade launcher. This is going to be the first time. So far, a lot of the functionality is going to get used. Uh, so it's grenades for the grenade launcher. Wait, did I just put on the laser cannon? Alright, I'm getting tired. I just went through and explained that I was doing things out of order. Okay, so grenade launcher, grenades, and I like the rate of fire being about that. Accuracy is about that. 1.5 seems about right to me for an explosive device. The effect size 0.5 or 5.0, 5.0, and duration is standard reload time. I'm actually not going to modify reload time for the grenade launcher and have it fire one grenade with a magazine size of 8. Right, fires grenades. These objects will glow and they will be glowing. Projectile does bounce, loses half velocity, is affected by gravity, so I'm going to put it at 1.0 for now. Um, It only fires one projectile. Fuse timer is about 2 seconds, and the speed of the projectile is going to be closer to that projectile size. Let's try increasing that to 6, just so I can get an idea of what this looks like. In game, I'm gonna jump in, unlock the launcher slot. Oh, took damage. Let's see. So just regular grenade launcher, grenades, and you're gonna go with the yeah, launcher slot. All right, so now I have the grenade launcher. Okay, let's see. Fire a grenade. Yep. It's kind of hard if I'm gonna go ahead and make it so that the glow is not on the actual projectile, so that you can actually see the ending flash, the explosion at the end. Also, it's a little strange seeing the glow on the projectile itself. Uh, it's like I'm firing like an energy bomb or something. Um, so grenade launcher. Oh, and grenades. I think the grenades are pretty heavy too. Yeah, the grenades are about the same weight as the rocket launcher, the rockets. And I'm going to go with the launcher slot. Grenades. Alright, so. Yeah, alright. It's kind of funny, they start wigging out. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's unintentional. The light flashing when they hit zero velocity. The thing is I don't put them at a resting state once the velocity goes below a certain point. They continue to do their thing, which is probably a little bit wasteful. But the grenade explosion seems to face the correct direction. Let's see what it's like on even. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, that's right. I just killed myself. 666. Well, you seen it here first. These grenades are definitely the mark of the beast. I don't, I almost think that these things should fire faster. Like everybody adds grenades to these games, and like they always make the grenade launcher fire so fucking slow. I think I'm actually gonna put this at a 0.8. Actually, fuck it. Let me try a 0.6. They're pretty powerful with a TTK of 0.5. It's not exactly like these things are supposed to be weak. These are kind of meant to be fairly dominant weapons. I actually kind of like the idea of giving you the grenade launcher fairly early on, but it's not going to happen because I need to keep things fairly simple for first iteration stuff. But you'll see enemies using the grenade launcher for sure. That's one of the things is like while you as the player won't have access to these weapon slots, a lot of the enemies are because it's easier to balance that way anyway. All right, so yeah, there we go. You know what? Um, one of the other guns is the rapid grenade launcher, so I'm gonna have to figure out this rate of fire. I might have to leave the rate of fire as slower. It's kind of the equivalent of the rapid rocket launcher. Hmm. Yeah, what I've got going on right now is kind of the equivalent of what I want the rapid grenade launcher to feel like. So I guess I'll be leaving the, man, look at that. Oh, it's kind of funny. Okay, so uh, I guess I'm gonna be leaving this at 1.0, and uh, maybe I'll give it a larger effect size for the grenade, just to get these slow, bouncy grenades. Okay, so the rate of fire. 0.6, 1.5, accuracy left alone, duration left alone. I'll put these at 4. Reload is fine. Magazine size. I'll leave it at 8. And for the regular grenade launcher, I'll probably actually bump that down to 6. You're going to be firing grenades. Muzzle flash, yes. Impact flash, yes. Bounce. Gravity, 1. Amount, 20 and 6. All right. So that's this gun. A lot of these guns are probably going to be fairly similar. I mean, right? And okay, so the firebomb launcher is the odd one out here. Now the firebomb launcher will probably have the same rate of fire as a regular grenade launcher. Firebomb launcher will do 0.5. Time to kill. Duration will be 4 seconds. Impact effect size. So this will be the size of the area of effect, which will be 5. Effect duration will be 4 seconds. People really don't like getting hit with damage over time effects. But it's kind of what I'm doing at the moment, which is probably not a good idea. And I will be making this only fire 4 and also uses grenades. Affected by gravity. Bounces. 2. Oops. And 6. Alright, so what's going to be different about the firebomb launcher is that the effect is actually going to stay around, and it's going to continue to do harm. Now the problem is that this shit is going to stack. So the firebomb launcher is kind of a fucked up gun. Maybe I don't need to be giving it a lower TTK. So one nice thing is that none of these guns are really using that much ammo, so it's easy to test all of them in one go. Okay, launcher unlock. Okay, got this slot. I'm going to do rapid. Okay, so here's rapid. Alright, rapid's doing rapid. Okay. Now let me do regular grenade launcher. truth. Let's see how this firebomb launcher. So you should see the radius stays, right? Ooh, that hurts. So let's see. He's on fire. And then it'll continue to deal damage. Alright. Now if you just start spraying an area with it, it's gonna stack. There's just gonna be a ton. Yeah, you burn to death pretty quickly. Standing in one of these things. That might actually make it somewhat OP at this point in time, because the effects just I believe the effects stack indefinitely because they're not being applied correctly. So damage over time effects of the same category. I'll have to make sure that there's a whole status effect system in place for when I had potions and stuff. You should actually see an indication of what statuses you have. Like right now, when I'm on fire, you don't see a taking damage over time effect going on. So that's pretty much it for this. Remember to, if you enjoyed, make sure to vote me on Steemit, and stay tuned for more, because next is the advanced weapons, and kind of curious to see what people have to say about this so far. There's already a pretty decent list of stuff that I'm going to need to do in order to make sure that this is all functioning correctly. I mean, look at how much damage that you can accrue from dots, especially when the dot stacks infinitely. That's not cool. Anyway, okay, so that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed.